Hello there. This is the Shawn 1113 podcast show. I am your host, Shawn 1113. If you haven't already, please follow and please listen to this podcast on any platform like Spotify, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and wherever Podbean, and whatever podcast that can be listened to on the Shawn 1113 show. With that, let's get some random thoughts before we get to college football picks week 13. Um, Yesterday there incident between LeBron James and Isaiah Stewart. I thought it was a pretty nasty shot on part of LeBron, in my opinion. And if they had a boxing match, I think Isaiah Stewart would beat LeBron James in a fight. It will be a close fight, but I can understand why Stewart was pretty pissed because he didn't expect a nasty. It wasn't a cheap shot, granted, but it was a pretty nasty shot from LeBron, as usual. Highest in the court of the Laker fans, and plus Westbrook will probably be suspended too, because he was instigating getting it further as when Stur was pretty pissed, was mad, angry, pissed, and if you saw the video, and it was a pretty nasty gash on his head, that blood pouring on his face. So that's my take on that. Plus the Terrence Crawford and Shawn Porter fight, which I also saw. A lot of people were disappointed of the finish of it, but it was really also a really good fight up to that point in the 10th round, in my opinion. So it proves to me that Terrence Crawford is one of the best boxers in the world, and he proved it why, especially with that uppercut during the 10th round of that fight. So there goes that. Also, soccer. How far has Manchester United fallen? My goodness. I mean, I feel bad for you guys, the fans out there. Um, Ole did get sacked, got fired, and deservedly so. When you lose 4-1 to Watford in the manner that they lost to, yeah, you deserve to get fired. And that warrants that. That's it for English Premier League soccer. Those thoughts are random. Now, get to the meat of the matter, basically. The college football picks. A lot of upsets this week. A lot of things. Ohio State, if I put my top four BCS right now, is going to be the playoffs. I'm going to put the following: Georgia, Alabama, actually, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, and the team that got help immensely was Cincinnati. Because when Oregon also got their asses handed by Utah, that pretty much helped Cincinnati immensely. Now, the only hurdle they got left, in my opinion, is beating Houston in the AAC championship game. And if they can beat Houston, and they are ripe for upset against Houston, then Cincinnati, in my opinion, I don't see why they can't be in the BCS playoff Final Four in the final rankings. I do not think. I thought at first it wasn't going to be like that, but I think the more time goes on, Cincinnati does deserve to be in that spot, especially when they beat Notre Dame earlier in the year. Notre Dame does not deserve to be in that spot unless Cincinnati loses. Simple as that. Now, my college picks, week 13. Here we go. Ole Miss and Mississippi State. I'm going to pick Ole Miss. Washington State, Washington in the Apple Cup. I'm going to pick Washington State. Alabama and Auburn in the Iron Board. Never mind. Alabama, Auburn, I'm picking Alabama. Oklahoma State, I'm picking Oklahoma State. Penn State, Michigan State, picking Michigan State. And then the biggest game, Ohio State-Michigan game in quite a while of that rivalry, I'm picking Ohio State over Michigan in that one. With that, that is all for the Shawn 1113 podcast show, College Football Picks Week 13. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening, wherever you may be. and stay encouraged no matter what.